first dates. It seems too much to forget.
Hi everyone, thank you for watching. So I know a lot of you guys have been requesting a heat-proof / summer makeup tutorial, and ever since last summer I was shopping around trying to find one product that I could really recommend for your face for the summertime, because with a lot of the foundations, even if they're not too light, they can feel very cakey, and once the weather gets really warm, if you're outside, the last thing you want is it dripping down your face. So I'm going to be showing you guys how I would do a hot, long-lasting makeup look if I were going outside somewhere, like the boardwalk or Great Adventure or a concert or out to lunch, something like that. I wouldn't recommend this look for the beach or anything like that, so don't get this confused with a quote-unquote beachy tutorial. So I hope you guys enjoy, and I'll see you guys soon. Also, all product details and everything is going to be on my blog, and I have a direct link right below, so definitely go check that out. I'll talk to you guys soon. So I don't know about you guys, but where I'm from, it gets super, super hot in the summertime, and last summer I learned my lesson, and I learned that you can't just wear your normal makeup on a hot summer day unless you want to be wiping off all of the makeup and having it sweat all over you, and yeah, it's just not a good idea. So I actually found these last summer. They're the BB creams by Smashbox, and I've used them in a whole bunch of my tutorials, and the reason that I love using this for the summertime is because it has the SPF in it, so you don't even need to apply your lotion. It controls your oil, which I have very oily skin in the summertime. I always get it really bad around my nose and also my forehead, so this also helps control the oil. And when you put it on, it doesn't feel like you have cakey foundation on. It's like as if you were putting on a tinted moisturizer. So I've been using this, like I said, for over a year. My color that I usually use is called light medium, but I'm out of those right now, so I definitely have to go get a new one. But the ones that I'm going to be using, I'm just going to be mixing light and medium, because I do have both of the other shades. So when I'm tanner, I have this one, and when I'm paler, I have this one. So I'm just going to mix the two. I'm going to put the lighter colors under my eyes and where I would normally highlight, and I'm going to use a darker color around the rest of my face. If you want to achieve a more contoured look, you can do the two separate colors like how I'm doing it, but if you do want just one plain shade, they work just as well. Even when you're applying it, it does feel like cool on your skin, meaning like cold, not like feels cool. But yeah, it really goes on really nicely, and it feels like you're putting lotion on. It doesn't feel like you're putting on foundation. And then I'm just going to take a tiny bit of the darker color and just apply that around the outer part of my face, because this color does make me look paler than I already am. I haven't been to the beach yet this summer. Gotta get my tush out there. You just want to also drag that down onto your neck, so again, there's no sharp lines. There was a lot of outdoor parties that I went to last year, and honestly, this BB cream saved my life. So once you apply it, it literally feels like you have nothing on your face, which is so nice. It doesn't feel thick at all, and it is a nice light coverage. I am a concealer hoarder. I love concealer, and I don't know, it's just so amazing. But one thing with the warm weather is you do notice that the concealer starts to melt off a little bit. So I'm just going to be applying a little bit of concealer, and one thing I notice is throughout the day, if it's hot out or if I'm sweating, I will just have to kind of smear it in a little bit here and there just so it's not cakey looking. So this part is optional. If you guys don't have any dark circles or you don't want to use the concealer, that's completely fine. I just have darker circles under my eyes and shadows on the sides of my nose, so I like adding a little bit of concealer to brighten up my face. I'm just using my finger because, again, we just want a tiny bit of concealer. We don't want as much as we would normally use in a regular video. So for me, the next step would be to just take a little bit of a loose powder to set my foundation and the concealer. And I know for a lot of people it's going to be like, oh my god, if it's hot out, I'm not wearing any makeup. But there are days where it's hot and you want to look put together and you want to have makeup. So this whole technique is just going to make you look like barely there makeup, but it's going to also be sweat proof. So I'm just going to be taking a tiny bit of pressed powder, just the smallest amount, and that is just, again, to set everything so when you step out in the sun it's not going to be all slimy and it's not going to be slipping all over the place. So you're just going to take a tiny bit of powder and just very lightly brush on your face. Like, with this brush, I barely even touch my face with it. And that way we don't have to worry about anything moving around. Like I said, maybe a little bit of the concealer that you might have to wipe away a little bit, but other than that, this is really going to help set it and keep it on. So since the weather is warmer, I'm going to just be assuming that some of you guys have a little bit of a base tan. So I'm going to skip the bronzer for this look, and I'm going to go straight to my long-lasting blush. This one is legit a long-wear blush, so it's meant to last all day, and I've used these multiple times, and these were the ones that actually I've noticed stayed on the longest throughout the day, so I figured I would include this one because if we're going to be sweating, we want something that's going to be known for being long-lasting, so we don't have to keep reapplying anything all day, because that's what's going to help make the cakiness. This one is a peach color. It's called Peachy Dream, and I keep switching between this one and there's like a pinker color, and I'm loving, loving, loving these. So you're just going to smile and then apply it right along your cheekbones. Since these come out as a powder, you just need a little bit on the brush because they do come out pretty dark. Then you're just going to go back to your original brush and just kind of very lightly blend it in. Next I'm just going to be applying my mascara, then I'm going to move on to my lips. I'm just outlining my lips with the only lip pencil I ever use. For lipstick, I'm just using this one by Smashbox, and this one is also long-lasting, that's why I did choose it. And this one is like a nudish pink color, and it's actually called nude, but it is a little bit more pinkish. So it will last you all day, and it will outstand the heat. So this is the final look, and this is what I have been doing and what I plan on doing for any super hot day that I want to pull myself together. Of course, if you're going to the beach or anything like that, I don't recommend doing this. It's way too much. It's just, I would recommend this if you are going to the boardwalk, or if you're going to Great Adventure, or maybe even like out to lunch or dinner and you're going to be outside. It's a very flawless look, but it's going to have a very minimal amount of makeup, so it's not going to be clogging your pores and making you feel like you have a lot of heavy makeup on. So that is it, and I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys soon. So much love.
She gets that call that said he don't have long. She walks in, he starts crying. The past is gone. Things that matter